Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well and staying safe. I just wanted to give you some updates from our church. I know the governor has released some of the restrictions so that we can get back to work, and we are certainly thankful for that. But where does that leave us as a church? What is our plan moving forward? Your session met last Friday, and you should have gotten an email earlier today, and you will get a letter in the mail this week highlighting the plan forward and the reasons why. I know this has not been easy on any of us. I tell you all the time to keep praying for our church and to keep praying for our country. I think I even shared with you some of my own struggles since the last time we have been together. I will tell you that I think, tongue in cheek, that I have actually finished Netflix. My wife and I sit on our back porch, and the other day I really felt a mosquito fly by, and I could have sworn I heard him say, "Where are all the people?" What we see is a pandemic. What the mosquitoes are seeing is actually a famine. I know why inside dogs now get so excited when they see something, anything, move outside. The other day I ordered from an online service and they said it would be here on Wednesday. And I said, great. When is that? I've learned that being in quarantine with a talkative child is like having an insane parrot glued to your shoulder. I've also learned that before this thing happened, I used to say that if I could only have a week with nothing to do, I would get this particular home project done. And now I know that a week off was not the problem. I know people are mad about not going places, but at the end of the day, I spent most or the best part of my high school years grounded. So it's almost like that I actually trained for these days. Listen, you know I'm just teasing. No one is more ready than me to see you. However, wisdom must take the front seat to passion. So, as of today, and that could change, we are set to come together in worship on May the 17th. That's 3 weeks from yesterday. Now, let me presume on what you are thinking. Well, if the governor has released us to be able to gather, then why are we waiting another 3 weeks? Like I said, the session met, and here are some of the reasons why we're going to wait until the 17th. Number one, we are still not sure the outcome of the virus with everyone going back to work. So a few weeks down the road, we will have more knowledge of how loosening these restrictions are affecting the spread of the virus, and the session believes the better part of wisdom is to postpone until May the 17th. Number two, there are still a lot of guidelines we must use when we come back together. The 6 foot of separation of social distancing, being released 1 row at a time to head back to your car, not being able to fellowship the way that we're used to, not being able to take communion together, at least for a while, not even being able to pass the offering plate. All of these things make it more difficult to come together and keep these standards than to remain apart for a few more weeks, hoping that these restrictions are going to be removed when we are able to come back together. Number 3, we know that when we do come back together, it may not be the same. There still may be social distancing. And the session and staff are in conversations on what that looks like even today. So pray for our leaders in the church at large. We also know that some higher risk individuals may still choose in God's guidance and wisdom to stay home, and that's great. And as I said last night in the Sunday night sermon, be looking forward to the day when we can come back together in corporate worship. In the meantime, our staff will begin slowly planning for May the 17th. We may look to add some small elements to the weekly services on video, so be watching for those over the next couple of weeks. Keep joining Dr. Irick on Zoom with Sunday School, encouraging your teenagers to join John Pasomas on Zoom in Sunday School, and encourage your children to watch Miss Faye on the videos. Because these are recorded, this is an excellent time to spend and to send these videos, sermons, and children's videos to friends and families and neighbors. It's a very gentle invitation to come and be a part of this great church. Also, if you've adopted a flower bed, this may be a good time to come out to the church and weed. And if you bump into someone you love, don't hug them, just wave from a distance. Let me say one other quick thing. It's pretty obvious that the church still has many financial obligations. So please don't forget to send in your tithes by check, or you can go online at myccp.faith. Please give as you're able. There will be a day when we look back on all of this and say, look at how faithful God was to us and to Christ Church Presbyterian. To him alone be the glory. Keep praying for this country, keep praying for our church, and stay connected one to another, and we'll see you soon. Robbie out.